Before we do get started today, I do want to give a huge shout out to my boy 6Man Sam for actually doing a big time watch party. As you guys can see, you know, the bracket, here's where it shaped up. I was actually the last first round game, and yeah, it says starting soon. So guys, huge shout out to 6Man Sam. The link to his channel will be down in the description, so make sure to go check him out. Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And so I got an interesting idea. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back and watch my 50K first round game against Goggles. First of all, see how I played, see how the era has changed. Second of all, just to kind of reflect on my year as a whole. So guys, without further ado, let's hop right into the game versus Goggles. This was my first round game against Goggles. I was obviously nervous at the time. All of that. So as you guys can see, I started, who is that? Is that Bill Russell? Did I start Billski? Okay, looks like I started Bill. Okay, who else? I started, he's running, who is this? He ran Jason, kid. But yeah, it looks like I started Bill. I thought I always started D-Rob, but I mean, I guess not. And as you guys can see, I handled the ball mostly with T-Mac, which is not a surprise to anybody, but I couldn't really dribble. At this stage of the game, I couldn't really dribble. And that kind of hurt me. It definitely ended up hurting me. I just, you know, I knew one thing, and that was to run. I didn't even know Kristaps was on my team. I would have never guessed I had Kristaps on my team, but there we go. We get a bump steal, and that's what Ben Simmons was good at. You know, that's where I really excelled, was getting bump steals into transition hoops. As you guys can see, I applied quite a bit of pressure throughout the game. Tried to make him as uncomfortable as possible. As you guys see again, I get another steal, run out in transition. Ben Simmons got it going early. You know, Ben, that's what he did. He defended at a high level, and that it's kind of what made me do well in this tournament. Goggles is already flustered. That should have been another bump steal. Kind of got a break there, but you know, I felt like overall in this game, I didn't play bad. I really didn't know how to dribble outside of that one dribble move. That was an absolute kill right there. A deep three by T-Mac. And it was weird because the servers that we played on weren't necessarily great. I wouldn't say I noticed it a whole lot, but I didn't shoot that well in either of these games. So that's kind of the biggest thing I noticed. That was a lurk right there. Like I said, Ben Simmons, guys, has 3 steals right now, 3 dunks. And like I said, we just got it going at a very early time. Applied pressure from the beginning. We're already up 6. Goggles is just super uncomfortable bringing the ball up the court, and we already had him on the ropes at this stage of the game. He was already on the ropes. Sent so many bodies. That's good. Look, the way I'm playing defense right now, you can tell I was locked in. Like, you can tell just the way I'm playing defense that I was 100% locked in. I don't know how that shot by Goggles even had a chance of going in. See, I knew how to tween, but I didn't know how to dribble glitch, and there's definitely a difference. Ben Simmons says, "Jason, kid, you're a little boy in there." You know, I could tween, but I couldn't dribble glitch because I didn't really know what it was at the time. But yeah, and that was another almost lurk right there. Got a good contest. But the defense right now that I'm playing really it's good because I've gotten more points off of my defense than Goggles has scored so far in the game. Did I green that one too? Oh my gosh. I think I'm 2 of 2 on greens right now. Definitely in my flow. But if you guys know if you guys know me, you guys know everything I do always starts on the defensive end. It always has. It always will start on the defensive end. And yeah, we're up early, up 11 points. And at this point, I mean, I was comfortable. I was confident, comfortable. I obviously know Goggles is good, but right now he is just he's disrupted. His flow is disrupted. He almost has more turnovers than points so far in the game. And that's the biggest thing. You know, I called my timeouts. I was trying to be smart about every single situation because I was playing for $250,000, and that can't be overlooked. Obviously, Goggles was really good in 2K19, so I didn't want to, you know, take him lightly, obviously. But yeah, we ran pretty similar teams. He ran Gilbert Arenas. I did not. He has Hakeem on the floor. I just don't know, man. But Larry Bird's release was fire. That pink diamond Larry Bird was super, super overpowered for the time he was in. But yeah, I always stepped super high on screens, didn't want to give up any threes, and thought I'd win the game if I didn't. And that's kind of my thinking behind it all. If I don't give up any threes, I win the game. And that's kind of what I went into the next round thinking. You know, I wouldn't even say I played that bad in the next round. I got outplayed. It's that simple. But yeah, Ben was just too big for all the Goggles point guards, and Goggles never switched any matchups. Because the problem is Gilbert Arenas couldn't really guard anybody on the court for me. And so that was kind of my biggest advantage, honestly. But yeah, as you guys can see, another opportunity. I just ran him off the 3-point line. I'm up 13. I know if I don't give up any threes, I'm probably going to win the game. And that's kind of my thought process behind it all, and kind of, you know, what got me to where I was, up 11 early on in the game. So you guys can see he finally put Kawhi on Ben, and that, you know, that helped him. It helped him a lot. But you guys see me running, man. That's really what it was all about. Me running. I can't tell if that was green. I might have greened a lot of shots early on, but I was running. I didn't know how to dribble really, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just run. I'm gonna just run and see where it takes me. That's a play right there where I should have got a bucket. You know, I had a transition opportunity. Definitely should have been able to get a bucket there, and then I end up missing a shot, which is that's a big swing right there. That's a big swing. Should have gotten easy 2 on the break, but you know, it is what it is. And that's the fake intimidator badge right there. That's gotta go. That intimidator badge definitely has to go. It's one of the worst badges in the game, and definitely has to go for next year. At least be revamped as a whole. That was super good defense by Goggles right there. But at the end of the first quarter, I was up 14, confident moving forward. Obviously, the game's not even close to being over. But just the way my defense was in that first quarter, I was super confident. Moving forward, T-Mac, that's the deep hash. Y'all talk about deep hash. Watch this deep hash. Can you load for me? Watch this deep hash. That's the definition of deep hash. If he pinches out of the quarter with a keep, it's probably a steal. He doesn't, and we get an easy deep hash rim run. I know Goggles too well from what he did last year. It was an easy steal and another dunk, and at this point, it was basically over. If you're up 20 points in the first quarter or in the first half, it's basically over if you don't give up any threes. And so that's kind of what my thought process was. Don't give up threes there. Kawhi gets, you know, 3 points on the contact dunk. Is that foul on Ray Allen? Hold up. No, I don't know why it said Ray Allen. Ray Allen's not even in the game. But anyways, T-Mac played a lot of the game for me. He truly did, because T-Mac was, you know, that dude back then. And you guys still see me doing this move, right? The behind the back move. That was terrible. I was still trying to do it because we had 3 days to prepare for this. 3 days! 3 days to prepare without the behind the back in the game. And I was in college too. And hey, listen, it didn't bode well for me. But it is what it is. No excuses. I still should have been able to get it done at a high level. I think he greened that shot. If I remember right, I think he greened that shot because I was like, wow. You know, a moving 3 with Gilbert. That's tough. But I do think he did green that. Did I just green a 3 with Ben? Look at me, man. I was locked in. I was definitely locked in for 250, man. Grant Hill, that's green too. Back and forth, green and shots. Look at us, man. See, this is what I expected the game to be like the whole way through, but I just got up early, really because he was so flustered in the game. But that's too deep, Ty. You need to relax. But it's just like Ben Simmons was so overpowered for the time he was in. Now, the next guy I played, Jin, he did a very good job of defending, but the thing is Ben was just so ahead of his time, so tough to defend. He truly was. You know, it's just like the turnovers really are what killed Goggles. If he doesn't turn the ball over, you know, it's a different story. But it ended up killing him. And y'all see Derrick Rose? Talk about deep hash, and he was the deep hash king. Gets the easy one there. But yeah, I ran D Rose, Kawhi, Grant Hill, Lamar, and D-Rob. So my defensive unit was still very good. There's no way that shot should go in. Can this Kawhi tween? It's kind of gross. Yeah, his dribble sticks were pretty gross. See, that's the pinch out of Goggles that I expected. He's now in his zone, which I expected going into the game to see a lot of his zone. I truly did. Now, I ended up breaking it once I realized what he's doing, but it was definitely a good idea for him to switch it up and go to his zone for a little bit. You know, with this lineup on the court for him, I had to put Derrick Rose on Larry Bird and just live with the results. I mean, nobody really knew how to move that well. At this stage in the game, we were just kind of hoping That was a lurk right there. We were just kind of hoping we could get by, and for the first round, I did, man. Giannis, see that, and that's all it's about. Defense really won. What won this game? So I kind of got lucky and ended up winning game 1, but. You know, he went to his zone, and I was like, I'm gonna shoot him out of it. You know, eventually I'm going to be able to shoot him out of it. It's just a matter of time. I just got to stay patient with it, and the results came. But Goggles did a good job. He was down 20 early, cut it to 14 here. Almost got a bump steal there. He's being aggressive in his zone. But like I said, I'm gonna keep shooting that hash 3-ball with Kawhi, and I'm gonna shoot you out of your zone. I stuck with that. But he was locked in on offense at this point. It took him a while, but he finally got locked in, and that was kind of big. But I was blessed enough to get the lead I did. So you guys can see his zone is starting to struggle because Kawhi is green in threes, shooting him right out of the zone. Look at Giannis, man. Giannis for this era was just so good, so overpowered. But I think he gets out of his zone right here, if I remember correctly. Maybe he's still in it. No, it looks like he is still in his zone. Which honestly, it surprised me that he stuck with the zone for as long as he did. Especially the way I was locked in, green in shots. What even happened here? Hold up. See, he just got a little impatient, and that's where I took advantage, you know. You get him on the ropes, you take advantage of those shots. Lamar Odom, I thought he got a straight arm there. That went in. I don't know. Was that a 3-ball or not? Long too, but yeah, we started playing well. Lamar Odom battles, man. It's the thing I love about Lamar Odom. With his 40 Hall of Fame badges, he basically had it all. D-Rod was steady shooter. Who said steady shooter mattered, man? D-Rod got that 3-ball to go, and like I said, I shot him right out of his zone. But Goggles plays fast, gets his 2 right back, and that's the thing. He plays fast where he turned the ball over a little bit too much because of how fast he played versus me. But he did get some easy buckets off of it at times. Derrick Rose ran right by him. Easy lay-in. But yeah, we scored, you know, as you guys can see, I got 54 points, and we're not even at halftime yet. The offense in this game wasn't bad. It's a complete opposite of what happens in the next game. Just because Jin versus me slowed the game down, you know, and he knew that that's what it would take. I missed that shot. That's what it would take to beat me, slowing the game down, and he did just that. Look at the lurk by Lamar Odom up to Kawhi. I thought I hit that, honestly, but at halftime we're up 20. Looking at the stats here that pop up here, you guys can see, you know, it was just I played very well in that first half, and at halftime I was just like, just got to keep doing my thing, get comfortable. I even brought in Brandon Roy because he was in his zone for a little bit just to see what would happen. Grant Hill straight arms. Why am I not surprised? But yeah, I brought Brandon Roy in to shoot him out of his zone because I was like, listen, Brandon Roy, you need to do your thing. I got you for a reason. And he Goggles knew why Brandon Roy was on the court. It wasn't surprising to see him. I mean, I was tired of this zone, so I brought Brandon Roy in the game to do his thing, man. And he was gonna green the majority of the threes he took, and so that's why he was in the game. And then Brandon Roy, it's not like he wasn't good. I just, you know, I preferred Kawhi because of defensive purposes, and that's why I ended up playing Kawhi more. But Brandon Roy was still solid. I still like Brandon Roy a lot. Look at the deep hash, man. Swing it, B-Roy, automatic green light every single time. And that's the thing. His zone wasn't bad, but it's just tough. The zone movement in this game isn't the same. But that's kind of what Goggles was known for, his zone defense, so he stuck with that. And I lived with Larry Bird shooting post fadeaways. So I was like, if you got to beat me by that, I'll live with it. And here's the point into the game where I started trying to play smart. You know, when I inbounded the ball, using 4 seconds out of the 5, and just kind of, you know, playing smart. It's for $250,000. Not that you want to ruin your rhythm you're in, but you want to play smart. You don't want to, you know, speed the game up too much. That was a good lurk by Brandon Roy right there. And here's when I started to feel the round 1 win. Like right about here, I was like, all right, man. I think not that I let off the gas at all, but you know, I thought I was pretty sure to advance to the next round. That's a good play by Bill Russell right there. What is going on this possession? Good timeout. I was gonna say, what is going on? I need a timeout here. Look at my offense, man. Just look at that was an absolute dot right there. But just look at my offense. I was so flustered because I didn't know how to do anything in the game. I mean, I really didn't. You might think I'm not good, but my defense still was good. Say what you want about anything in this tournament, my defense was still very good. It's just the fact that I struggled a little bit on the offensive end. I said it, I got 64 points, but a lot of those are because of transition hoops and stuff like that. That was pretty good defense right there. I mean, he made some decent enough defensive adjustments. It was just a little too late for it all. I don't know what that pass was right there. But, yeah, I started playing smart here. Up 22 points, and the rest is history. What did I do there? I don't know how I even missed that, but just like on the other end, Goggles plays fast. I miss my steal, and he knocks down a mid-range jumper. So just like that, that's a decent enough swing right off the bat. But yeah, I just take my time, try to get the best looks possible, and stay in my flow. Because I know even if I win this game, I got to play another one the same day. So I don't want to, completely get out of my flow, but I want to play smart and secure the victory. That's the biggest thing for me. But yeah, I mean, I'm up 20 at this point. Just, try playing smart, keep getting stops, everything like that. I don't want to do anything too dumb, but the more the game goes on, the more I extend the lead. We're up 20 still. Possessions go by, and the lead kind of stays the same. Nothing really happens. Good shot there by Bill Russell. Kind of a Krabby Patty without even knowing it. But yeah, Ben Simmons was just too big for Jason Kidd. Really is what it came down to. Jason Kidd, I don't know how he got to stop there, but he had no business being on the court even, to be honest with you. But I mean, the thing about it is Goggles is such a good player. I knew I had to play smart. Here's a situation. I want the final shot because I want at the very worst to go into the fourth quarter down or up 20. That's the worst case scenario for me. As long as I don't give up a three, I'm gonna just do my thing, man. Get a stop there. And going into the fourth quarter, we were up 22 points. Same thing. Just play smart. Try to get consecutive stops, and I'll do my thing. First possession was a long one, and with very good defense. And here's the thing: just slow the game down. You got it, and just drain the clock. He has no chance of beating you if you just drain the clock. Ben Simmons hop step dunk, same thing. Long defensive possessions, short offensive possessions. Here at this point of the game, Goggles just kind of conceded, taking long possessions. We had kind of conceded each other. And it was what it was. Goggles just holds the ball, maybe shoots it late in the shot clock. I do the same thing. And so this is kind of how the game ends. You can say whatever you want about, the fourth quarter being whatever, but it was just kind of the same thing. We're just holding the ball for the majority of the clock. And just, it's a respect thing, Both of us respect each other, and so it's kind of what it was. We didn't want any, bad blood because we both know each other, are good competitors and everything like that. I wanted to stay in my rhythm, obviously, as well, but it wasn't that deep. I was just excited to be out of the first round, get a first round victory, advance to final 16 for $250,000. That's a big deal. When I think back of that, if you cut $250K into 16, different pieces, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And it's kind of hard thinking back on it, knowing I was probably the favorite going into the final 16, but it is what it is. Life has its ups and downs, man, and it is what it is, but we did secure a big first round victory over Goggles. Alright, y'all, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, kind of me breaking down my first round 250 game against Goggles, man. Listen, I might go and break down my Sweet 16 game against Jin if you guys would like that. Comment that down below if you guys would like that, because it's a little bit of a closer game in which I end up getting beat. But I want to break that one down because it was a good game all around. But just let me know if you guys would like that. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love y'all and have a blessed day.